that we don't. Already know. Wait, I can't even hear it. Can't hear it anyways. Hi all humans just tuning in, if you are. I'm Drew. This is my channel, Drutopia HQ. Welcome, and thanks for tuning in. The daily show, this month at least, that I will be hosting a space for us to come together and plan a new game for the world. Because current one is leading to destruction, right? So whatever it takes to get us back, or maybe for the first time, towards a sustainable Earth and future humanity. That's the small little thing that we're doing on this channel. So thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna jam out to some lo-fi while I still get set up here. Alright, that should be good to start the stream anyways. Okay, cool. Well, last time we were here doing lots of fun baloney, but we kind of went into the Fabulous app again. I have it here. I'm on day like 5 right now, and I'm still figuring this app out and whether I like it or not. So we have it for a week for free, so gonna finish out the week. I mean, it's the 6th, so I have it free for one more tomorrow, right? And I don't know, is it helping me? Hard to say at this point. Is it glitching hardcore? Yes. Hold on. Bye. Okay. So what are we looking at here? Do you already do any of these habits? As a premium member, we'll add your existing habits to your routine. You do these habits? Breathe. I do have that habit of breathing, actually. Crazy. Disconnect and unplug the night before. I don't know what they mean by the night before. Exercise, meditate, practice gratitude, self-affirmation, write your to-do list the night before. Oh, that sounds smart. Prepare to be productive. Those do sound very similar at the end. Maybe I'll select some. You already do any of these habits? Yeah, I do this one. And I got an app for that one. And I try and meditate, but it's not really a habit, so I don't understand breathe. Okay, and it just jumps me back to the journey that I'm already on. Interesting. When I'm talking about this app, it's like, it's really feeding into my desire to want to see what else there is with this app, because it's intriguing, but it also is like frustratingly big. See, think about these, or think about the next step. This research-based journey would be perfect for you to take on next. Celebrating healthy eating. Create a tasty, well-balanced plate. I don't like that. That's not what I need in my life. See, there are other journeys. Sleep better naturally. Deepen your concentration and focus. Create a tasty, well-balanced plate. Guess this is first mountain stuff. Let's see. Is that it? Let's say I'd like this one. Staying on the road, in which Drew developed strategies for greater productivity. Go. You start this new challenge or journey. Current journey will be paused. I'm gonna switch to journey. See what happens. Oh, we got a letter. Hold on. Gotta stop the music for the letters because these are cutscenes. This app. Let's see.
Have you ever stopped to wonder how much today's constant interruptions, emails, texts, voicemails, are preventing you from enjoying the life you deserve? If you want to avoid these distractions, you need to learn how to effectively manage your time. So I'm inviting you to a 4-week productivity journey. Using scientifically proven behavior techniques, you'll learn 4 habits that will help you take control of your life. We have a plan for you, and it all starts with getting the right foundations. Do you write a new to-do list every day? Just performing this simple action can make your whole day easier. Writing a to-do list keeps you focused. It's like being the captain of a boat. You set your course to your destination, and even if you drift from time to time, you always get back on track because you've charted your route to your final goal. A to-do list is your daily map, showing you exactly where to navigate each day. Let's start by preparing your tools of the trade. First, start by getting a notebook where you'll keep all your to-do lists together. No more scattered pieces of paper to lose. Plus, seeing your past tasks in one central place helps you reconsider your daily priorities. And be sure to get a real notebook. Don't just use an app. Paper unleashes your creativity, and you'll find you're much more efficient when deciding your goals for the day. To-do apps tend to have many distracting options, not to mention that Facebook is just a tap away. With a paper notebook, you have no choice but to focus on the page and write. Next, set up a calendar system to keep track of important dates and deadlines.
I got that
too. An online version is fine for this, as it's only to remind you of appointments. So, your 2 actions for this first week are to get a paper notebook and set up a calendar. And your challenge? Before you get on with your work, write a to-do list in your paper notebook. Ready? Just accept the challenge at the end of this recording. You need to get into the habit of looking at your calendar and to-do list every day. To anchor this habit, it's important to do it always at the same time, in the same setting, whether it's part of your morning ritual or when you get to work. The calendar and the to-do list notebook are the building blocks for the rest of your journey. So it's vital that you ingrain in yourself the habit of looking at them every day. That's it for now. In the next letter, you'll learn how you can best choose the important things to focus on in your life.
Yeah.
Until next time, I
Teach
wish
me
you a
that.
productive week.
What do I need to focus on? I can make a to-do list right now, but is it important yet? Okay. So, I mean, that's good advice. And it's kind of like a YouTube video that you could watch, but instead of one, advice given to you to be more productive in 10 minutes, little chopped up things over time, giving you homework. I do appreciate the model of this. Yeah, great. Get organized. Do 3 times this week. Indeed. Accept the goal. Do I start my afternoon routine? Yo, I don't have an afternoon routine. Is that gonna be a problem? Just notify me at 12. That's fine. I guess that's afternoon. I was gonna say, can you notify me at like 11 when I want my afternoon to get started? Literally goes against the definition of afternoon, but whatever. Right, you're to do. Okay.
At
Here's the
edge of
cutscene I was talking
trees,
about.
You wait and you wonder, what lies there beyond? What steps should you ponder? You have entered a forest full of shadows and creatures, those thoughts in your head designed to defeat you. The mind prison inside that again seeks to cheat you. They grow large ahead. They whisper, then scream. They lap at your feet, try to lay waste to your dreams. So the hermit was right. Treacherous waters surround you. You pause and you think, what to do?
God.
What to do? My body feels weak. My mind's foggy too.
Oh God, the end.
But friend, don't waver or fear. While the darkness out there may hover near, it's no match for all the light that you steer. You look down on the ground, and what do you find? They're breadcrumbs laid out in one perfect line. To a bright opening they lead, free from the trees. What treasure is waiting? You'll just have to see.
Oh, okay. Just follow the breadcrumbs. It means buy their app, but we're here for it. We're here for it. Yes, I'll do that tomorrow. So I'm organizing my thoughts. I'm just organizing what you're already forming healthy habits through small steps. Will you commit to complete it organized tomorrow? Yes, I'll do that tomorrow. Excellent. Being grateful makes your achievements richer. None of us succeed alone. The act of giving thanks fills your heart with kindness and makes you happier. Make someone's day by delivering them something, a thoughtful dose of gratitude. No, I'm not going to do that. I love how that's spelled out. I thought I added tons of habits yesterday. This is weird. Is it because I don't have the premium that I can't have all these? Exercise, drink tea, love that. Learn and study, go for a short walk, meditate. Do this. I went through this yesterday. Okay, awesome. Want to set up a reminder for each of your habits? All right. Water. That today. Press a check mark. Okay, it goes straight to exercise. Don't exercise, play. Interesting. Guess it's a good way to look at it. Sometimes I go skateboarding instead of exercising. That's a fucking workout. For sure. You're just jumping a ton. Just so much jumping. Skateboarding, doing tricks is just jumping. Let's see here. One minute. Just get moving. See what you can do in 60 seconds. I love this.
Get ready.
10 seconds to get ready. Oh shoot. Do 5 push-ups.
Start by 5 push-ups.
Oh, that was...
Do some jumping jacks.
Go for it.
End with high knees running in place. You are done. Take time to celebrate.
I did it. That was the whole workout. The jam is kind of what got me going. Cause I can't miss out on that jam. Man, I was sweating already. It was great. I mean, goal completed, right? That's so funny. Like, they don't have to go this far in the app. Like, they don't have to be the app that you work out on. Just the habit tracker. But they're like, no, we got some workouts for you. Don't sweat it, bro. 14-minute butt booster. Man, who needs a workout app? What are these? Premium running 8-week, the final challenge. "30 minutes. Did you get to jam the whole time?
Run.
It's just a timer. Interesting. Very unnecessary. Why do I need that? I feel like this app is doing so much. Okay, yes, I did this. Awesome. Meditate. Meditate in the same place. An interesting idea. You can meditate anywhere. Okay, so again, it gives you lots of meditations, but I already have a meditation app that I would use over this. I don't need these. But I mean, to people who don't, I guess it's a good part of the investment into this app. And we'll do that in a little bit on the other app, honestly. I like this. Okay, so I'm gonna write my to-do lists. I'm gonna do my first things first. Relentless execution. Blocking the enemy of a great life. Your life as a game. Powerful focus. And Sapphire challenge. Thinking about the next step. Research-based journey would be perfect for you to take on next. But you have to stop your journeys to do any other journeys. That's what I don't like about this app, is that like it offers 100 journeys, but you can't like do 2 at a time. Literally just 1 at a time. It's kind of a bummer. 5-day, one big thing challenge. This challenge is designed to help you clarify the demands on your time can to work towards achieving short, medium, and long goals. Goal. Your challenge is to carve out time for one big thing every day for the next 5 days. Begin the challenge. Let's embark on this journey. You're almost there, but we need to pack a few more things to fully prepare you for your journey. Here. Promise it'll be quick. Download it, dude. Ready to pause your journey? Thought these were challenges, not journeys. I'm getting too frustrated with this app, honestly. If you start a new challenge or journey, your current journey will be paused. If you return to this journey, you'll pick up right where you left off. Switch journey. Welcome to your first fabulous live challenge. Oh, is this live? Let's set up an account so you are able to communicate with the other users in the same challenge. You only need to do this once. Oh gosh. Hold on. You guys can email me. That's fine. Pick a password. See. This is so stupid. Tell us more about you. We only need a couple details about you. You could just use your Facebook or Google. Sure. Take my Google. Fine. That one. Okay, I think I can return. All right, we're good. What time will you take on your new 5-day one big thing challenge? Nice. Great writing. 7 a.m. recommended, or it says 5 p.m. Wow. Morning is the perfect time to set your goals because the day is a blank slate. You'll have a clear mind and the whole day ahead of you. Yeah, so I'm up at like 8. Let's try that. Okay. Great, we created a new routine for the 5-day one big thing challenge habit. Do you want to customize the routine name? No. 5-day one big thing challenge. Perfect. Really couldn't have chosen a better name. Last step, increase your chances of success. Pick 3 superpowers to start your challenge. Oh, cool. I like that. What are my superpowers? Pay challenge? You Ulysses contract? Why are those recommended? Mirror, our partner, letter to myself, take note, Instagram, double alarm. Okay, so I'm really just going blind into the superpowers. Except for gratitude and mindful ritual make sense. Let's do their recommended ones. Oh, okay. They tell you what they are. Have a friend hold you accountable for this challenge. Oh no, even Warren Buffett has used this method to be held accountable. No. Gonna be fine about that. Although we intend to reach our goals, temptations often get in the way and keep us from following through. A Ulysses contract is a promise you make today to achieve your goals in the future. By entering into this commitment contract, you are 3 times more likely to reach your goals. I'll use that as a superpower. That's fine. Whoa, hold on. Let's craft the whole contract. Ulysses knew the power of commitment contracts. Before sailing past the sirens, he had his men tie him to the mast, recognizing that he would be powerless to resist the siren's seductions. The best contracts: 1. Create barriers to temptation. 2. Are made public so that personal reputation is at stake. And 3, incorporate financial penalties or rewards. Hey Zor, what's up? I'm here, but I'm also voting, listening to someone who's gonna get a tattoo. Oh shoot, nice. Glad to know you're here though. Yeah, I'm honestly deciding if this app is worth keeping. So far, I just know the thing. It's maybe I'm not being honest with myself about my goals when I'm streaming, but they're a little vague right now. I feel like I'm completing my goal of streaming every day. That's the only thing that I was really trying to do. So yeah, I know just the thing. Right. This contract is a great way to ensure get the job done. Did I skip my habit? My friend will post an embarrassingly funny picture from when we were younger. Just thinking about it gives me the chills. Find. I committed. Nice. That was really deep. Gratitude? Express gratitude towards a friend and keep you on track. Heard of the saying, standing on the shoulders of giants? We get more help than we think we are. We get more help than we think we are. No, that's what it said. We get more help than we think we are. I love how they say these things. Mindful ritual. Elite athletes train and train to reach top performance. By focusing their thoughts and repeating a set of movements before exercising, they develop a mindful ritual to overcome challenges. Yeah. Is it going to make me? Now it's your turn to develop your own ritual. Imagine what you will do and give it a shot. Give me a ritual. Learn how to develop your ritual and self-discipline every day with ruthless methodism. Alright, self-discipline, mental toughness. Visualize your success. Oh, got some audio.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, is this my ritual?
Inhale for 5 seconds. Sustain for 3 seconds. Exhale for 7 seconds. Think of your performance statement. What's the main thought that will be most helpful for your life now? Repeat it to yourself.
Performance statement. Dream every day. Build boss. Like a boss. Performance statement. For this laugh.
Visualize yourself in vivid detail, going through some of the hurdles and surmounting them by repeating your performance statement.
I mean, luckily I've been before struggling with streaming, wanting to, and being like, just have to do it for 5 minutes, make an appearance.
Visualize yourself in vivid detail, going through moments of your life where you've been successfully accomplishing your performance statement.
Positive visual. feeling good, accomplishing the goal you set out. Trained every day, no big deal. Had fun, made some friends along the way.
Take a deep breath. Inhale for 5 seconds. Sustain for 3 seconds. Exhale for 7 seconds. Congratulations. Now take some time to celebrate.
Oh. Okay, that's my ritual. That was such a bad choice to choose them to make the ritual for me. Choose one more. Here, give yourself a hand with self-talk. Best athlete. Tried and true. Head to the nearest mirror. Say, I can do it. I believe in you. Simple. It's simple. You're a simp if you do this. And quick, but effective. Our partner, we recommend friend. Those great friends are 30% more likely. Better to sell. Take note. Write some sticky notes and put them, they're sticky notes, crazy, like, put them all over your home and workplace to remind you of your challenge. Instagram. Make it an Instagram challenge. It can be fun to your friend and start something together. Tagging you, Zor. The way I do it. Now I'll do the mirror one. Head to the nearest mirror, I say, and say, I can do it. I believe in you. Or think of something you're stuck, think your best friend would say. Then say it. I said it myself. I can't find a mirror. Alright, my superpowers. Send me next thing. I press that. What's more fun than a little friendly competition, Drew? Friend. No thanks. Tell us about your live challenge experience. Congrats on joining your first live challenge. Here you can connect with others. Tabs who are also taking this challenge. Go on, say hello. People are so weird. Okay. One big thing. Your current goal. Let's hear the letter. Hold on. I need the letter. Up. How are you? The cashier waits for a reply as you pay for your coffee. It takes you a second to pry your mind from the pile of work waiting back at your desk. Might be your only break all day. Finally come up with the answer you said 1,000 times. Good. Busy. Hard to be present in our lives when we constantly running from one thing to the next, always trying to pack a week's worth of work into a day. A lot is expected of us, and we live in the get it done now culture, governed by overflowing calendars and endless to-do lists. But crossing items off a list doesn't always mean we're moving forward. Getting more stuff done won't necessarily help us accomplish our bigger goals, the ones that tug at us before bed. If we're always getting caught up in the trivial tasks, then what's left for the big things? What good is busyness if it prevents us from paying attention to what we care about? Here's a challenge that will upgrade your time management approach so you can focus on what matters. Boil it down to one big thing. Prioritization. This is the basis of the one big thing principle. When you choose one big thing to accomplish, it's easier to make time for it. It also keeps you from getting caught up in the minutiae of the day. You shift from trying to do 100 little tasks to taking one important step towards a goal. Think of it as a commitment to pursue your mission in life, whatever it may be, with less interference. My challenge to you, Drew, is dedicate yourself to your one big thing. Micromanaging our calendars has become the norm, making it seem like we need to schedule our days down to the second to stay on track. But all that planning overcomplicates things, including our health. Bolt of busy article point. Our constant busyness puts stress on our bodies and makes us less effective overall. We move haphazardly from one task to the next, connected by devices that seem glued to our hands. Habits like checking email on the evening commute or logging on to do one last thing or dinner keep us from devoting our full attention to the deeper work. We might be well-oiled productivity, but sometimes this productivity is without purpose. We aren't always clear on why we do everything we do. Over the next 5 days, you will identify your purpose and devote time to work that matters most. You'll shorten your to-do list and plan your days in ways that allow you to meet deadlines and keep responsibilities while also taking meaningful steps towards the goals that matter most. How can I shorten my list? By prioritizing your tasks, deciding how much time you need for each, and giving them your full attention. The clear why behind everything you do, you'll infuse a sense of purpose into your work. For the next 5 days, you'll use the one big thing method to plan your days. After setting your focus on one big thing for the day, you'll identify a couple medium and a handful of small things you'll do every day. Sounds like micromanaging. What are they talking about? The time you set aside for each will reflect its importance. Your one big thing will get a couple hours of your attention, whereas smaller things might only get a few minutes. Medium things will be right in the middle, both importance and amount of time. Could your routine use a tune-up? Click accept, and the one big thing will be added to your morning routine. Let's get you started tomorrow. Open your calendar and set up a time before the day starts to write down the big, medium, and small tasks for you. Okay, this is like my passion planner. Honestly, it's like the same thing. Exact same thing. It's just not every day, I guess. It's for like the week. That's a reminder for this that repeats every day. Grab a journal and write down some rules and tips to help you stay focused during the task. The challenge can be things like no social media, play jazz music, or one big thing before 2. Update them during the challenge. Of course. Oh, that's my morning routine. Then this is my afternoon routine. And this is my evening routine. My big goal. Feel like day 6, I finally understand this whole app. Except for the Make Me Fabulous. Let's do something on here. Get inspired. Total tidy tune-up. Environment determines behavior, not the other way around. Visualize your success. Motivate and rekindle the fire. Stop negative thoughts in their tracks. Watch bad thoughts drift away. Let us lift you up when you're feeling down. Okay, I want to fresh start, motivate, and rekindle the fire. This. And do anything it says.
This
A weirdo.
exercise will motivate and rekindle the fire you once had when you first started your journey with Fabulous. It's perfectly normal to get off track every now and then, but we're here to help you get your goals back on track. What made you stop completing your habits? Try and identify a single culprit or the most important factor. Say it out loud in a sentence.
Following the habits, they were
Nice.
strange.
One of the best ways to relight the fire that motivated you to start this journey is to remember why you began. Why did you embark on a fabulous journey? What are your hopes for the future? Get lost in your thoughts. Now let's turn your inspiration into action. First, smile immensely. Force it if you have to. Now visualize yourself in a few days' time, happily completing your habits, feeling in control, energized, and motivated. Picture it clearly in your head.
Like an idiot. I knew they'd make me.
Do you have a mirror nearby? If so, go to it and look at yourself in the eye and tell yourself, out loud, why you want to relight the flame that once burned inside you. Say it with pride.
Kind of funny because they're just assuming I have that reason ready to go. But I was kind of coming here to get the reason. So. Tell yourself out loud.
Is there a friend you can meet now or tonight, someone you enjoy meeting, and who will always lift your spirit? Think of someone you can meet right now. Really force yourself to do this. This is the best way to uplift your spirit. Now, just send them a message if you can.
Well, it's kind of a heavy task for the person on the receiving end
Great
of
job
that
so
message.
far. Are you getting excited again? Now, the two most important or keystone habits are exercising and meditating. With these in place, it will be much easier to jump back into your other habits. Let's do both really quickly. It's time to visualize again. Close your eyes and remember how great you felt the last time you finished an exercising session. Picture the moment clear.
Okay. This app is like a lot. Gonna have me exercise again right now and then go meditate? I exercised for a minute. Weird. App's making me do crazy things. Now what goals? I don't know. It feels like an app that's forcing me to kind of like run around in circles and kind of almost encourages that at a certain level. You can only do one journey, but you can pause it and start on another journey. I don't know. I'm not gonna exercise again, meditate, because not rekindling my fire, honestly. Sorry. Does this app have a lot of cool features on it that if you don't have access to this like these types of activities, meditations, inspiration, and like wisdom and examples, is this a good app? I'd say yeah. For me, however, I'm kind of already interested in a lot of these things, and this feels like it's giving me the, like, I don't know, the Walmart brand version, something. I don't know. It's all pretty good. Like, it's well written. I don't mind it, but it feels so stock because, you know, it's not a yoga teacher. It's like, what? It's like this app's just chosen guides and Fiverr voice actors telling us about yoga, which is interesting. Let's Press that one. Sun salutations. Intro. Couple. Gives us a visual. Maybe taking longer to download.
Get ready. Find a nice spot with enough room to practice your routine. We will go through 3 rounds of sun salutations, each one faster than the last. Place your phone somewhere where you can hear its sound and see its screen. Mountain pose. Exhale.
What?
Sweep your arms overhead. Inhale.
Never done that. All my experience.
Forward fold. Exhale.
I think it just should have been this. And then go down.
Step back with your right foot. Inhale.
See, this isn't very connected yoga, you know? Like, I'm gonna go on YouTube and watch Yoga with Adrian to get a nice, like, person to person yoga instruction, not just 7-second timer slides of positions that have the wrong examples. I've already seen one wrong example. One, she's like breaking her back. It was so funny. Not how you do a pose.
Plank. Hold your breath.
And they only did one. The last slide was one leg out. I mean, they should have just said, and then go into plank, or else you're not doing each leg like that. Uneven.
8-point bow. Exhale.
Girl. Hard position.
Cobra pose. Inhale.
Cobra. Down dog. Step forward with right foot.
Down dog. Exhale.
Now look what's coming up. This is weird too. So you step forward
with your right foot. Inhale.
and then supposed to come up to foot or come up your other leg. It's just you know, this, if it's a Swiss Army knife app for betterment, which is a cool idea. I actually love the idea. Like if I was going to delete everything off my phone, wanted to simplify, I would probably take this app because it has so much on it. But at the moment, I have, 250 gigs on my phone. I'm just going to have YouTube on it. I'm going to have another habit tracker. And I don't need to get my yoga from here. You know? I have a meditation app. I think I'm going to go do, because I'm a little over that. Oh, waking up. Oh, maybe I can go to it now. That's right. This is my favorite thing. The moment. I'm not gonna be able to share it until what? 9? Between 9 and 10. Just send it randomly. Yeah, so sorry about that. Really cool feature of the app. I was listening to an Alan Watts thing earlier. How far? Religion of no religion. I did not save it. No, it's still. Connected to my Wi-Fi, or is it? Ew. Oh, you prick. Play. Go ballistic. All over. Just great bonkers. Why is every streamer gotta do accent? And why is Hassan the best one? Wish he wasn't good at accents. It's so funny. It's actually one of my favorite things about his broadcasts. But it's just a talent in itself. Overlooked. Okay, really? Nothing today. Maturity. Let's do denial. I'm probably denying something. Denying a goal of mine, or I don't know, that word seems to connect. And super short. These aren't really meditations, they're almost like poems that the guy just writes about one word. And probably shouldn't play it on stream, but don't sue me. Now I feel bad. Like, sue me. Oh, that's actually, I don't know. App is struggling. Hold on. Probably. Ops. Lost. And stream. Better. Go back. Different now. Stages of enlightenment conversation. Some Alan Watts.
Either by being religious overtly or by being non-religious overtly. How will you be neither religious nor non-religious? See, that's the great test. How will you avoid that trap of being one or the other? It's like, are you a theist or are you an atheist? See, the theist is caught by God and the idea of God, the belief in God, but the atheist is equally caught. And because an atheist is very often an atheist, because he cannot stand the idea.
Also, yeah, I'm just dropping you into a random talk of Sir Alan Watts, Western speaker from the 70s, brought Eastern philosophy to the West. Fantastic orator. I've learned so much about reality through his talks, half books of his that I've read. One of my favorite minds in this realm of talking as a way. So enjoy if you're around. Thanks for tuning in with a fun night. Kidding. It was kind of a boring night, but I'll say that I learned as much as we could. Fabulous stuff. feel like I've made a final decision. Not right for to keep going on. But did I learn some things from it? Yeah. Do I need to really reorganize myself and goals before I start to get help from outside app to direct me? I think that that's where I'm kind of currently standing. That's why the app isn't helping me much right now, because I'm helping myself okay where I'm at, and my goals are pretty straightforward right now. They're I have to finish my last class, go to work every day, healthy, drink water, go up for stream, and I feel like I've got a hold on that right now. Honestly, don't need the help. So, if you do find yourself not being able to do what you need to do, get one of these apps. I think that they're kind of cool, pretty helpful. They have a lot of helpful things to help you get your mind in check and your body in check, which are super essential for getting your goals in check. So, happy January 6th, everyone. Happy Insurrection Day. And I hope your goals have been going super good, unless it's about, killing Mike Pence. Then I hope that they're not going. Otherwise, other goals, you got this. I believe in you. Okay. Take us out, Alan. Thanks, everybody.
That God is watching him all the time. That there is this constant all-seeing eye prying on your most private life. And that there's this, how when you're a child in school and you're writing something or doing arithmetic, and the teacher walks around the class and looks over your shoulder. Nobody wants to be watched like that. Even someone who's good at writing or at arithmetic doesn't want somebody looking over their shoulder while they're doing it. It puts you off. It bugs you. So the idea of the Lord God, who is watching us all the time, who is judging everything that we do, puts people off, and they can't stand it. So better be an atheist to get rid of teacher. So, but the atheist, you see, the man who
and I'll change the
his
scoreboard.
disbelief in God is a very pious person.
Thanks, Zor, for stopping in.
Nobody believes in God like an atheist.
Do the bomb.
There is no God, and I am his prophet. So then, the true bodhisattva state is very difficult to pin down as being neither supremely religious nor blatantly secular. And people who think that the height of Buddhism or the height of Zen is to be perfectly ordinary have still missed the point, like the atheist has missed the point. But for this reason, then, there is an element in the art, the painting, the poetry, etc., which has been inspired by this kind of Buddhism. This kind of art where the subject matter is non-religious. Nevertheless, there is something about the way in which this non-religious subject matter is handled that stops you. And there's something strange about it. This is how I first became interested in Oriental philosophy and all that kind of thing. I had an absolute fascination for Chinese and Japanese painting, the secular painting, the landscapes, the treatment of flowers and grasses and bamboos. There was something about it that struck me as astonishing, even though the subject matter was extremely ordinary. And I just, as a child practically, I had to find out what was the strange element in those bamboos. and those grasses. I was being, of course, taught by those painters to see grass. But there was something in there that one could never pin down, never put your finger on. And that was this thing that I will call the religion of no religion. The supreme attainment of being a Buddha who can't be detected, who, in this sense, then leaves no trace. You remember, some of you have seen those 10 paintings called the 10 Stages of Spiritual Ox Herding. And the author, there are two sets of these paintings. There's a heterodox one and an orthodox one. The heterodox one has as the man catches the ox, it gets progressively whiter, until in the end it disappears altogether, and the last picture is an empty circle. But the orthodox set of paintings doesn't end with the empty circle. The empty circle arises 2 from the end, 3 from the end. It is followed by 2 others. After the man has attained the state of emptiness, the state, in other words, of complete iconoclasm, the state of no attachment to any spiritual or psychological or moral crutch, there are 2 more steps. One is called returning to the origin, which is represented by a tree beside a stream. And the final one called entering the city with hands hanging down. That means hands giving a handout, as it were, giving bounty. And it shows a picture of the fat Buddha, Putai, or in Japanese known as Hote, who has an enormous belly, big ears, who carries round a colossal bag. And what do you think this bag has in it? Trash. Wonderful trash. Everything that children love. Things that everybody else has thrown away and thought of as valueless. This bumps and gives it away to children. And so it says here that he goes on his way without following the steps of the ancient sages. His door is closed. That's the door of his house. And no glimpses of his interior life are to be seen. So, in other words, it's like when you erect a building, while you're building it, you have all kinds of scaffolding up. That shows you that building is going on. But when the building is complete, the scaffolding is taken down. To open a door, as they say in Zen, you may need to pick up a brick to knock at the door. But when the door is open, you don't carry the brick inside. To cross a river, you need a boat. But when you've reached the other side, you don't pick up the boat and carry it. So the brick, the boat, the scaffolding, all these things represent some sort of religious technology or method. And in the end, these are all to disappear, so that the saint will not be found in church. Don't take what I say literally. The saint can perfectly readily go to church without being sullied by church. But ordinary people, when they go to church, they come out stinking of religion. There was a great Zen master once, and one of his disciples asked him, "How am I making progress?" He said, "You're all right, but you have a trivial fault." "Well, what is that?" He said, "You have too much Zen." Well, he said, when you're studying Zen, don't you think it's very natural to be talking about it? The master said, when it's like an ordinary conversation, it is much better. And so another monk who was standing by listening to this exchange said to the master, "Why do you so specially dislike talking about Zen?" And he replied, "Because it turns one's stomach." So what did he mean when he said, when it's like an ordinary everyday conversation, it is somewhat better? When the old master Joshu was asked, at the end of the Kalpa, when everything is destroyed in fire, there will be one thing remaining. What is that? And Joshu replied, "It's windy again this morning." So in Zen, when you're asked a question about religion, you reply in terms of the secular. When you're asked about something secular, you reply in terms of religion. So what is the eternal nature of the self? It's windy again this morning. "Please pass me a knife." The master hands him the knife with the blade first. He says, please give me the other end. What would you do with the other end? See, here the disciple starts out with the ordinary. Please pass me the knife. And suddenly he finds himself involved in a metaphysical problem. But if he starts out with the metaphysical, he's going to get involved with the knife. So, now, to go deeply into the religion of non-religion, we have to understand what you might call the final ultimate attainment of Mahayana Buddhist philosophy. And this is contained in a school of thought which is called in Chinese Hua Yan and in Japanese Kegon. Kegon is the intellectual foundation for Zen. And there was a great Chinese master by the name of Shumitsu, who was simultaneously a Zen master and the fifth patriarch of the Huayan sect. Hua, it means flower. Yan, garland. The garland of flowers. And it's all based on a Sanskrit sutra called Avatamsaka. This is called simply, in Japanese, Kegon Kyo. A very big sutra. And the subject matter of this sutra are what are called the four Dharma worlds. And I must explain what these four worlds are so that you get the point. First of all, there is a level of being which we will call Ji. The word Ji, which is Japanese way of pronouncing the Chinese Chur, is the world of things and events, what you might call the common sense world, the everyday world that our senses normally record. The word Ji, the character in Chinese, has a multiplicity of meanings because it can mean a thing or an event. It can also mean business, an affair, not in a love affair, but something in the way the French say les affaires, for business. Something important. It can also mean affectation. Putting something on or showing off. And so a person who is a master in Zen is called Buji, which means no business, no affectation, nothing special. The poem says, on Mount Lu there is misty rain, and the river Jiang is at high tide. When you have not been there, your heart is filled with longing. But when you have been there and come back, it was nothing special. Misty rain on Mount Lu, river Jiang at high tide. But this nothing special is not a way of putting something down. Do you see that? I could say, well, it was nothing special. It didn't really amount to anything. That's one way of saying it was very ordinary. But Buji, just as it doesn't mean it was very ordinary, in the same way that the person who has no religion is really the most religious, do you see? He's not just a common, ignorant moron. He looks like one, but he isn't. And you have to know what he knows in order to see that he isn't and to recognize him for what he is. So nothing special, Buji. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't, as we would say it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So the world of Ji then means generally the world of particulars, the world of multiplicity, the world we ordinarily feel we're involved in. So that's the first world. The second world is called the world of Ri. Now, Ri, in Chinese, Li, is, as I explained to you when we were discussing the idea of the law of nature. The character means the markings in jade, or the grain in wood, or the fiber in muscle. But in the Huayan philosophy, the word Ri means the universal, underlying all particulars, the one underlying all multiplicity. the unitive principle as distinct from G, which is the differentiation principle. So, as it were, it's like this. When you see into the nature of this world, you start from G. You start from noticing all the particular things and being baffled by their multiplicity and dealing with the multiplicity of things. As you go into this, you discover, as you understand things, what do you mean when you understand things? It means you become aware of their relationships to each other, and eventually you see the unity behind them. And it is as if the multiplicity of the world dissolved into unity. You start from noticing all the particular things and being baffled by their multiplicity and dealing with the multiplicity of things. But as you go into this, you discover, as you understand things, what do you mean when you understand things? It means you become aware of their relationships to each other, and eventually you see the unity behind them. And it is as if the multiplicity of the world dissolved into unity. And so here you encounter a problem. I can see the world as a unity. I can see the world as a multiplicity. But how the devil am I going to put the two visions together? If I am to be a practical success in business, in family life, and so on, I have to observe the world of particulars. It's particulars that matter. I have to know chalk from cheese. But if I become a saint, a monk, or a hermit, then or even perhaps a poet or an artist, I will forget about the practical matters and contemplate the unity, the secret meaning underlying all events. But then all those practical people are going to say to me, you're falling down on the job. You've escaped from life. Because they feel that the world of particulars is the real world. But the other guy says, no, your particulars are not real. You make a success of things, yes, but it's completely temporary. You think you're an important person, that you're really contributing to human life. But actually, your success in doing this sort of thing lasts for a few years, and then you fall apart like everybody else does. Where's your success now? When you're dead, what happened to the millions of dollars you made? Where are you? They're all gone. So that isn't real from the standpoint of the person who concentrates on the unity. So then, to perfect our understanding, we have to go to the third of these worlds, which is called Ri Ji Mu Ge. Now, that means between Ri, the unity, and Ji, the particulars, Mu, there is no, Ge, block. That means the world of the universal and the world of particulars are not incompatible. Let's take two very different things and see how they can be united. Take shape and color. Never in a million years can you, with a black pencil that can draw shapes, make red. But if you have red, you can draw a circle. You can draw a red circle, even though the circle shape and the red color will never be the same. Yet red circle, they go beautifully together. So think of circle as G and red as Ri. The circle is the particular, the color is the universal. They go together. So then we might say the properly rounded out person is both spiritual and material, both otherworldly and worldly. This is the supreme attainment of a human being, to be both. Don't get one-sided. A person who is what you might call just a materialist ends up by being very boring. It's you can live the successful life of the world and you can own every kind of material refinement. You can have the most beautiful home, delicious food, marvelous yachts and cars and everything. But if you have no touch of mysticism, it eventually is all perfectly boring, and you will get tired of it. Then on the other hand, there are people who are purely spiritual. And they live in a kind of dry world where all luxury has been scrubbed away. And they are very intense people. When you're in their presence of a very spiritual person, an excessively spiritual person, you feel inclined to sit on the edge of your chair. You are not at ease, because you know the eye of judgment is looking through you and going down into your very soul and finding that you're just a scallywag after all. And here's this absolutely sincere, this dreadfully honest and unselfish person. This is something which is always puzzling to people brought up in a Western environment, because great spiritual people are often very, very sensuous, because they can't be materialists in the ordinary sense. They can't be straight, open sensualists, because for them the world is too wonderful for that. Any human being is too marvelous to be treated as just a kind of sexual object. They may be very much a sexual object, but so marvelous, you have to stop with it and really go into the whole of that marvelous, wonderful personality. So there is a trouble. It keeps coming up for the West. When you go to church and you suddenly go to a church where there's a marvelous clergyman, and you think he is the very exemplar of life, and you idealize him, and then suddenly there develops a frightful scandal that he has an affair with his secretary, and you think all is lost, that the faith has been sold out, that everything's going to rack and ruin, because he was not purely spiritual. And he himself may be terribly confused and worried about it. Because in our world, you see, we make